Billy and I chose to start out as a Democrat. This is because we felt that the excess funds were better for our country rather than the support from our people. This is also why we didn't choose to be a Republican, because although support is important, funds matter more in the end. Following this, Billy and I were given the choice to fund military or national issues more than the other. We decided to begin funding on internal issues because it would further gain us support from our people, which we lacked from our previous decision. Although military is important, we decided that since not funding the military made us look weak, we wouldn't be a target from others due to our lack of a threat. Now that we had support from our people and a good amount of fundings, we decided that the next step was to switch our focus onto funding the military. This would result in us becoming more of a world power, which would also provide a sense of nationalism to our people, which we wanted because it helped so much in the world wars. Finally, we decided to focus the majority of our funds into defensive advancements. This is because we learned from the Cold War how focusing on offensive advancement results in destruction or a stalemate, so we decided that it was important to avoid repeating history.
This video has commonalities with President H.W. Bush and his raise in taxes. Although not a Democrat, he was willing to lose some support for additional funds. This video relates to President Reagan's cutting his budget during his time in office. He was a Republican that believed in minimal taxes but needed a way to remain financially stable. This video correlates with President Hoover and his decision to remain as hands-off as possible with the issues during his presidency, mainly the Great Depression. His decision resulted in the Depression getting worse and taking a toll on America. This video relates to President Reagan's decision to blow up our military and make it larger. He focused most of his funds on making us stronger and didn't put much time or effort into our internal affairs. This video related to LBJ's presidency. LBJ was one of the few presidents that was in touch with the internal issues within the nation. He was a large figure in moving towards equality. This video is related to the Star Wars initiative. Although never finished, this program was made to protect the nation by enhancing their defensive capabilities. This section of the interactive series was focused on the arms race. The option to increase the offensive military power was much like the rapid increase of military technology during the 1950s. This video was related to World War II because it shows that if one gets too powerful or too offensive and wants to take over everything and dominate, just like Hitler did, nothing other than destruction or war can come. This video is directly related to the Cold War as it locks into a second stalemate between us and another nation. Essentially, both countries assure destruction on each other, resulting in no movement on either side. This video is related to the Civil Rights Movement. If the Civil Rights Movement was completely successful, then all funds would have went into the inequalities of the nation, which would have lessened our military strength and international influence because our focus would be occupied.